Hey, my chickadees. Welcome back to the Back 40. It's Juju, and it's another Freaky Friday. Well, this Friday, we had a request for Juju to read The Three Little Pigs. Okay, here we go. The Three Little Pigs. Look at them. Once upon a time, there was an old mother pig who had 3 little pigs and not enough food to feed them. Poor little pigs. So when they were old enough, she sent them out into the world to seek their own fortune. The first little pig was very lazy. He didn't want to work at all, and he built his house out of straw. The second little pig worked a little bit harder, but not much. He was somewhat lazy too, and he built his house out of sticks. Then they sang and danced and played together the rest of the day. The third little pig worked real hard all day and built his house with bricks. It was sturdy, complete with a fine fireplace and chimney. It looked like it could withstand the strongest winds. The next day, a wolf happened to pass by the lane where the 3 little pigs lived, and he saw the straw house, and he smelt the pigs inside. Bacon. He thought that pig would make a mighty fine meal, and his mouth began to water. So, what did old wolf do? He knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in, let me in." But the little pig saw the wolf's big paws through the keyhole, and he answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. Big old bad wolf, you can't come in." Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf opened up his big old jaws very wide and bit down as hard as he could, but the first little pig escaped. Good little pig. And he ran away to hide with the second little pig. That's right, run to your brother, baby. The wolf continued right on down the lane, and he passed by the second house, and it was made of sticks. And he saw that house, and he smelt them pigs inside. Lots of bacon. His mouth began to water as he thought about that fine dinner that them pigs would make. So he knocked on that door and said, little pigs, let me in, let me in." But the little pig saw the wolf's pointy ears through the keyhole. Boy, they got some good eyes. So they answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on our chinny chin chin. Big old bad wolf, you can't come in." So the big old wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. Whew, that wolf was greedy, and he tried to catch both them pigs at once, but he was too greedy, and they got away. He got neither of them. His big old jaws clamped down on nothing but air, and the 2 little pigs scrambled away as fast as their little hoofs would carry them. They ran on down the lane to the brother's house. The big brother's house. He gonna take care of them, 'cause he the big brother. Okay, so the wolf chased him down the lane, and he almost caught him, But they made it to the brick house, and they slammed that door closed before the wolf caught them. The three little pigs were there very frightened. They knew that wolf wanted to eat them. And that was very, very true, because that wolf, he ain't ate all day, and he was hungry, and he had worked up a big old appetite chasing them little pigs around trying to get that bacon. And now he could smell all three of them inside, and he knew that them little three pigs would make a lovely feast, big old fine dinner. So the wolf knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in. But the little pigs saw the wolf's narrow eyes through the keyhole. Don't know why. They knew it was him. They looked anyway. No. Not by the hairs of our chinny chin, big old bad wolf, you ain't coming in. So the big old bad wolf, he showed his big old teeth, and he said, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he huffed, and huffed, and puffed, but he couldn't blow the house down. At least he was so out of breath, he couldn't huff and puff anymore, so he had to stop and rest just for a bit. And while he rested, he thought a while. This was just too much. The wolf danced around with rage, and he swore he was going to climb down that chimney and eat up them little old pigs for supper. But while he was climbing up on that roof, because you know it was a brick roof, mighty tall, mighty steep, took him a while, the little pigs made a blazing fire, and they put a big old pot full of boiling water under it, and let it come to a big old boil. And just as that wolf was coming down that chimney to eat 'em up, the little pigs pulled off the lid, and plop! In fell the wolf in the scalding hot water. So guess what? Them little pigs put the cover on again, boiled that big old wolf up, and them three pigs ate him for supper. The end. I tell you what, that is a mighty fine story for us to be listening to when we was little growing up, but we just loved three little pigs, didn't we? I hope you enjoyed Mama's Juju's tale of the three little pigs. Nighty night. Till next time. Bye. Love you. Bye, Bonnie. Love you.